Hey all, good morning and welcome to ShareTrek. This is Raj here. It was a great weekend for me. As I mentioned earlier, we had family visiting us. We had a good time yesterday while trekking along the Colonel Danforth Park, which is just behind our house, and from there all the way to the lake. We have a small beach out here. So we went there, and later on today, I'm going to curate and post some videos and photographs that I took from the trails that show the gorgeous autumn colors that we have here, and a little bit of the beach, just for your interest. And meanwhile, out here it's the Canadian Thanksgiving Day today, and also I have to drop off my folks at the airport by 8 a.m. So I'm recording this video quite early. It's around 6 o'clock in the morning right now. It's now time to look at the US markets as the Canadian markets are closed today. So let's get started. Welcome back, my friends. The US inflation data for September 2022 will be released on October 13th at around 8:30 a.m. So that's going to happen this week. And we also have a slew of bank results coming up this week. I think we have Citibank, Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan, and Wells Fargo reporting this week. These are all major banks, and the market will be focused on these bank results as well as the CPI data. Therefore, in my opinion, I think we'll maintain status quo until Wednesday. This would mean a little gain in some sectors today, and those sectors might probably lose the gains tomorrow, and some other sectors would gain tomorrow and lose it day after tomorrow. So we'll be consolidating most probably. That's my opinion. And on October 16th, the Chinese leadership will face reevaluation, and the outcome could potentially lead to a change in their approach to COVID and their relationship with the US. If the changes are conducive, we should expect some positive outcome in the market sentiment. And the Chinese stocks listed in the US markets may see a bounce. Stocks like NIO, for example, Alibaba, they could have feel a bounce. It all depends on what's the outcome of the election. But for today, I think there is a positive factor, which is the action by the Bank of England to methodically purchase gilts in response to distress faced by the pension funds as a result of the new mini budget that led to a run on the gilts. The central bank has so far purchased £5 billion worth of bonds, and said it will continue to purchase and go on to do an orderly wind down of the support for the gilts as and when it is appropriate. And this is the price, I guess, we pay for electing leaders who do not know their own power and the consequences of their action. It was the mini budget that kind of created this whole crisis in the first place. So the intention and the demonstrated action of the Central Bank of England could potentially have some positive effect on the market today. And the futures were looking red when I started recording at around 6 o'clock this morning. So I think it's about time for us now to dive into the pre-market action and see if we can spot any trends. So let's go to the TradingView platform. Well, friends, here we are on the TradingView platform, and what we can see here is the Nasdaq futures chart, and you can kind of see the pattern that is emerging here. Just like we had a spike on Friday, 9th of September, and we went up for 2 days, and on the third day we came back. We had a similar kind of a spike, which actually started on the 3rd of October out here, and we were up for 1, 2, 3, 4 days, and today is the 5th day. We are on our way down back again to test the support of this diagonal line of resistance from a previous bear channel. I'm going to mark that green so that we can remember that we are on a superior bear channel right now. Next, let us go and have a look at the indicators. We have US oil out here, which is down 1.09%, and it's getting some support out here from this horizontal line of support at 91.70, which was earlier a line of resistance. So if we manage to bounce back from here, our next resistance is going to be 95.08, and if we fall below this, our next support is going to be 88.00. So that's the lay of the land out here. We can see that the MACD is bullish, but the momentum is dropping towards the 50% level. And since the momentum is in a dropping phase, there is a good possibility that oil prices may go down. But remember, we have the Saudi oil cuts which are in play, and there is the US response to it. So I would sense a little bit of indecision out here in the oil prices. So I cannot make a call right now. But we'll see what happens as the market opens and we go ahead. Next, looking at QQQ, It was down 3.81% yesterday, and today pre-market it's down minus 0.35%. So it's a slightly bearish trend that is being seen out here, and we have resistance which is at 282.10, and we are currently at 268.16. So if I was to look at the current price, I think it's somewhere out here, 268.16. So our immediate resistance is going to be 268.74. I'm going to mark this red so that we know that it's a resistance. Just going to update this chart very quickly to show all the resistance levels. And now coming back to our support, we are going to get a support out here today at 260.76, and our immediate resistance is 268.74. We are at 268.21. And the next resistance for us after that is going to be 273.52, which will prove to be a strong resistance because we have our 10-day simple moving average, which is this yellow line out here, yellow thick line. It's at 275.44, and as the day progresses, it's going to move closer to the line, horizontal line of resistance out here at 273.52 and start giving a strong resistance out there. Because our MACD is bullish but tending towards the signal line to cross over to the bearish side, and you can see that the momentum is pointed down and it's below the 50% mark, and we'll have to see how the market proceeds, but right now it looks bearish to me. S&P 500 was down 2.79% yesterday, and today pre-market we don't have any readings at this point of time. But if I was to hazard a guess, I think our diagonal line of resistance out here from the bear channel that we are in is still going to be very active, and we are also going to get resistance from 369.94, which is our next line of resistance out here. And we will also have resistance from the 10-day simple moving average, which is this thick yellow line out here, which is sitting at 367.58. So that's what we have here, my friends. If you look at the MACD, it's moving towards the signal line, trying to cross over to the bearish side, and the momentum is also down like the QQQ. And if you look at Russell Index, it was down 2.94% yesterday, and today pre-market we do not have any readings. It's too early. And then if you look at the price action out here, our immediate resistance is going to be this 10-day simple moving average, the thick yellow line out here, which is at 169.22. Right now we are at 168.61. And our next resistance after that is going to be this horizontal line of resistance, which is at 172.14. And our support is going to be at 166.19. MACD is bullish, but momentum is below average and pointed downwards, so it's a bit weak out there. And if you look at Dow Jones Industrial Average, it was down 2.09% yesterday. We don't have any readings for today, but our immediate resistance is going to be the 10-day simple moving average, which is this thick yellow line here, which is sitting at 295.32. Right now we are at 292.97, and therefore our support is going to be at 292.70. That's the immediate support. If we fall below that, then I think that we have a minor support, which is likely to be out here at 287.25, and failing which we are likely to fall to 285.74. Our MACD is bullish, but it's tending towards the signal line and the momentum is below average, so it's likely to be more bearish today than otherwise. At least that's how it seems very early in the pre-market action. And if you look at the VIX, at this point of time, we have a small doji candle forming for today, and that's at a very elevated level. It's at 32.98. If you recollect, we ended Friday at around 31.35, and so we have spiked a lot on the VIX. So this definitely shows a bearish sentiment, and we have to see if this sentiment persists. That means all the indices are going to be bearish today. If you look at the US dollars, we are up 0.18%, and this candle is today's candle. It's a doji candle again, but it's above yesterday's level, so I would consider it to be bullish. It's up 0.19%. And if you were to look at the index movers and see if there is some market action there, pre-market action, we can see that Microsoft is down minus 0.27%. It still has a gap to be filled up. It created a gap on the way up, and it has created a gap on the way down. Both can be filled up simultaneously when it moves up. So there is a buoyancy out there, but we have a resistance out here, which is at 238.81. We have to surpass that first, and right now the momentum doesn't look conducive for that, so Microsoft could be a drag on the index. Apple is down minus 0.13% pre-market. Again, Apple has left a very, very minor gap. I wouldn't even consider it a gap, so forget that I said it. We have a resistance here at 142.27. Right now, Apple is at 139.91. Therefore, the next support is going to be 137.41. So that's the trajectory for Apple. So it looks bearish. And if you look at Amazon, it is down minus 0.31%, and our immediate resistance is going to be at 115.08, which is the horizontal line of support from previous days, and it's now become a resistance for us. We are right now at 114.21, and our next resistance after that, if we were to overcome the horizontal line of resistance, is this thick yellow line that we see here, and it is the 10-day simple moving average sitting at 116.82. And next, let's look at Google. Google is down minus 0.31%, and it has got an immediate resistance out here, which is the thick yellow line, 10-day simple moving average at 99.76. We are right now at 99.26, down minus 0.31% from yesterday. And our next resistance is going to be 105.06. So this is the lay of the land for today. It seems that index movers are likely to be a drag on the index. If you look at commodities, wheat is still further down marginally at 0.07, continuing nicely in the bearish channel, and copper is up 1.32, still consolidating sideways. So I don't have much comments out there. If you look at genomics, the biggest loser yesterday was Invitae, and it has lost another 2.11% this morning pre-market. Intelia was down 10.64% yesterday, no trades pre-market. PSAB is down 1.80% pre-market. Beam has got no trades pre-market. Bluebird is down 4.19% pre-market. I still have to look at my trading account to see if I managed to sell Bluebird yesterday. I had put a sale order for Bluebird and SQZ on Friday. So I have not seen the portfolio since, so I'll have to check it out. It'll be a good surprise if I had managed to sell it. I could buy some back today. So that's with the Bluebird, and then Teladoc is down 0.92% pre-market. Editas Medicines is down 1% pre-market. ArcG has got no trade. CRISPR has got no trade pre-market. Caribou Biosciences no trade pre-market. IDNA no trade pre-market. Verve no trade pre-market. Allogene no trade pre-market. DNA is down 2.27% pre-market. Illumina has no trade pre-market. Sarepta is got no trade pre-market. IMTX no trade pre-market. SQZ Biotech no trade pre-market. So overall, my friends, Genomics is showing a bearish trend pre-market. So let's wait and see what happens when the market opens. And that, my friends, brings me to an end of this video. I'll come back again later today after I drop my relatives at the airport, and I'm going to record a small video. It may not have much about the markets, but it's going to show you what I saw yesterday in my walking trails and all that, just so that you can get a glimpse at what my life is like out here. And I'll also try to do another video again today, just on a genomic company on a particular topic. So please watch out for those two videos. Thanks and have a great day. And if you like this video, please press a like out there. And if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe and help me grow this channel. Thanks and have a great day. Bye for now.